Alrighty, let's get started with a driver's license test on section B. And to finish off where we left off. Alright. Alright, so this is the page where we left it off.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Was we right here, Tristan, about the... No, right here's where we were, I believe, because warning signs, the diamond shape, this right here, a sharp turn to the left. If it's going that way, then that's a sharp turn to the left, and then this one right here is the curve. The sign tells you that you must be prepared for a curve to the right.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if it's going to the right, that means a curve sign to the right. See, because it's got a round circle like a curve, and it's going to the right. And this one here is going to the what?
The left.
The left. With a recommended speed of 30 miles per hour or less. And then this one right here, the sign tells you that you must turn right and then left. The reverse turn sign is used to mark two turns in opposite directions that are less than 600 feet apart. I don't understand that. The reverse turn sign.
Mm-hmm. I think it's sort of a U-turn sign. A reverse U-turn sign.
The reverse turn sign is used to mark two turns in opposite directions that are less than 600 feet apart. Oh, I see what that means. You'll be going right and then left both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what that means. You must turn right and then you must turn left. The reverse turn sign is used to mark two turns in opposite directions that are less than 600 feet apart. The smaller sign on the tells you is it gives you the recommended safe speed.
Okay.
That sign below there, it tells you what the speed is. You will see the sign or one sand slides in some hilly areas because there's falling rock. So both of these signs warn of rocks that may be in the road, not of rocks which may strike you from overhead. What's the roadway, not the hill. Both of these signs warn of rocks that may be in the road, not of rocks which may strike you from overhead. So they mean that these rocks may all fall in rock, and the rock may already be in the road.
Okay.
That's what that means. This sign indicates that there is a stop sign just ahead that you cannot see. At this point, start to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a stop sign right there.
That means there's a stop sign up ahead.
Yeah. At this point, go ahead and start slowing down, though. Mm-hmm. A similar sign using a symbol shaped like a traffic light in the black area indicates there is a traffic signal ahead.
Right.
This sign right here indicates that there is a yield sign. Remember, that is the yield sign right there. Mm-hmm. That you cannot yet see. At this point, start to slow down. And then this right here, they've had this a lot on TV this week right here about the flag being out when kids are loading or unloading, either one. Stop. Yeah, you know that, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I've encountered some signs like this. Plus, I used to be on a school bus before when I was in high school.
Okay, so you know what some of the signs mean. You know what some of the signs mean, right?
Well, yeah, I've kind of actually been to a school bus before to encounter similar situations of what you described.
Okay, and then this right here is warning of the lane ending, that right up there coming down the hill, right up there at the academy. That there's a sign like that there, and that means one of the lanes is ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This sign alerts you to the possibility of traffic blending into the mainstream of traffic. After checking to your rear, you should move into the other lane, if possible, to allow the merging motorist a clear path. After checking to your rear, you should move into the other lane. Because that right there means there's something coming, another traffic blending into the mainstream of traffic. Because there's this sign right here, right down here on the road coming up here.
From the right side.
Yeah. Do you know where that sign is down there that
Probably on some roads that I've seen, on the road to Maryville and Athens back.
Okay, there's one right down there too. Have you got to worry that you pay attention to signs when you're driving, when mom or dad, either one's driving? Do you pay attention to the signs, Tristan?
I try to pay attention to signs without having to bear, without trying to ignore mother's barking orders as a coach.
Oh, is she?
Yes, you have no idea how much that she gets into that kind of barking. It's like I was trying to deal with all musics. It's like I'm dealing with a lot of music that just never learns how to stop. It doesn't even know how to stop. Just continues to talk and talk. Always point out the mistakes that she thinks that I have made.
Well, she's pointing out all the mistakes you make.
Not all the time. Just some other lanes that she thinks that I made.
Which place did you rather be with Dad or with Mom, Tristan?
I can't really answer that.
I mean, I was just asking between me and you. I mean, really.
And between you and me, and for the sake of family, I can't exactly say that.
But, I think Mom's done a really good job with you.
I didn't say that she was doing a horrible job.
Yeah, I know that. But
Anyways,
But with you, with your autism, Tristan, there's a lot of people that Mom has, I don't know, I've always believed this. I'm going to tell you this. You're older now and you will understand. It almost killed me when your mom and dad got a divorce. And your mom moved to Maryville. I thought, I'll never see him again. I mean, you was my baby. That was just it. You was my baby too. And I thought, I'll never get to see him. But thank God, your dad and mom both, it's took both of them, you have come back to Pikeville or to Hickson every week. Just about, haven't you? But what I'm getting at, if you hadn't have went to school in Maryville and Mom did the things that she took you to the school and the places and the teaching and the stuff that you've had in Maryville, you wouldn't be near as smart and stuff as you are today, Tristan. Because you are a very, very intelligent person.
Yeah.
I've always, because of the schooling and the stuff that you have had in Maryville, because in Pikeville, there's nothing. I was talking to this boy's mama who also has autism in the store, and I had no idea things was like this with him. I'm gonna tell you this, but his mama and your dad are the same age, and they were in the same class and in school together. And his mom always asks me about Scott and about you, and she has, like I say, her son has autism, and he's in the 10th grade. And she told me, Tristan, this, and it broke my heart. He's in the 10th grade this year, but she told me last year he was in the 9th grade when he was in high school, that she went down to the school, I don't know how many times, because of the kids bullying him. And he threatened to, he would, I guess, tried to kill himself. Not even only threatened, but had tried to kill himself just because of the bullying and stuff like that. And you never have had that, have you, Tristan?
No, I was just one of the lucky ones because of people knowing what conditions I was in.
But see, you've done well with that. I mean, you know.
I mean, bullying is quite common to half of the children.
It is. It is.
So, yeah. So yeah, some kids may go to a very dark road of loneliness, thinking that there's really no point. I get that.
Have you ever been to that point, Tristan?
Well, no.
Thank God for that.
Well, no, but I have seen people that was
In that condition.
I just pay attention to things and knows exactly where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And it's not just a bullying thing. We'll get to that later.
Well, I just wanted to tell you that, and I don't want to upset you or anything, but you know, you've had a good life. You've had a good life. You have a good life, don't you, Tristan?
Yeah.
You do.
Here's the sign about pedestrians.
Yep. You will see the following sign. Well, it says near school grounds or buildings. It warns you to slow down, drive with caution, and watch for children. This sign is placed as you approach a school.
Yeah, I've seen those signs in high schools, middle schools, and other schools.
And this sign right here tells you that the bridge is narrow and may require passing cars to reduce speeds. You know, there's a lot of bridges that are older bridges that are narrow bridges.
Yes.
Yeah. And this right here, well, this sign here means two-way traffic. That means traffic's going both ways, you know, two-way traffic. And then this one right here, of course, means that the road is wet. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like raining and slippery when wet. You know, that's like I was telling you, especially when your tires are bad, and my tires are bad, and I've got to get some tires, especially and when it's raining. Of course, this one right here means cattle is crossing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that very easily. You can see a cow, and that means that there's cattle going across the road there.
Or amongst other animals.
Yeah, yeah. And then this one here is the left lane ends. And
there's no road in the left lane.
Yeah, you have to merge over into the right.
Or straight.
Yeah, yeah. And then this one right here, we see this one a lot when we're going up mountains or stuff like that, because there's winding roads because of curves. And of course, this one right here means there's a bicycle crossing, or a motorcycle.
Yeah, that's bound to be the case.
Yeah. Okay, and this one right here now, I bet Paul really knows a lot about this one.
I'm sure.
A low clearance shows a distance from a road, like up to an overpass, and if you drive a big truck, you have to be careful of that, because I have seen it where trucks were taller than, say, the 12 foot, and it took the top off the truck. Have you ever saw that? If they went out under the bridge anyway, because the truck would be taller up than the bridge is, and it just take the top off the truck. I've saw that 2 or 3 times. And I've heard Paul talk about when the bridge is not tall enough, he'd have to turn around and go another way. And this one right here means a T intersection ahead. That means traffic's going both ways and then coming from the right. Do you understand what that one right there means, Tristan?
Well, yeah, there's kind of like a T intersection road between right and straight.
Right. This one right here is you must turn right or left and be prepared to yield. Mm-hmm. Did you know what that one meant?
you just can't go straight. So you're just gonna need to go either left or right.
Mm-hmm. You must turn left or right. And this one right here is a sharp change in direction ahead. I saw a whole bunch of those signs the other day, and maybe it's when I was going up the mountain this morning. I went out on the mountain this morning to deliver, and there was a whole bunch of them signs, and I thought, oh, Lord, well, that meant a sharp change in direction ahead. And let's see, these construction, maintenance, or emergency operations signs are generally diamond or rectangular shaped, orange, with black letters or symbols, and warn you that people are working on or near the roadway. Mm-hmm. These warnings include reduced speed, detours, slow moving construction equipment, and lane closures. In work areas, a person with a sign or a flag, you've seen them people, them guys standing out there, yeah, and they'll have I met one this morning because I was going up the road, and there was a wreck, and there was one standing there, and it said stop. And I thought, dear Lord, I'll be sitting here forever, I'll be late. Then just in a few minutes he turned it around, it went slow and motioned me on. It meant that I could go on, but to go slow. Construction signs are generally diamond or rectangular. See, they're and orange with black letter symbols. Their purpose is to warn drivers that people are working on or near the roadway. The warnings include reduced speed, detours, slow moving constructions, road construction 500 feet, and lane closures. See that right there means men are working, so be careful for them. Don't run over one of them. Right. Just this spring, when you come at the foot of 111 coming from Pikeville,
yeah,
they was working on the road over there, and somebody ran over a man he was working on the road, and somebody ran over and killed him right there at the foot of 111. Barricades are vertical panels, concrete barriers, drums, and cones. You've seen them sitting places having things blocked, haven't you?
Only when there's an accident or construction sites.
Yeah, are the most common devices used to guide drivers safely through work zones. When driving near these devices, keep your vehicle in the middle of the lane and obey the posted speed limit. As you leave the work zone, stay in your lane and maintain your speed. Don't change lanes until you're completely clear of the work zone. Yeah. Right there I was talking about the flaggers. And right there the flaggers are. And these are mobile devices that are often used on some roads to give advance warning of construction zones, speed traffic directions, road closures, or in some cases, weather. That law enforcement, you will see law enforcement officers in the fluorescent yellow, green vest, and raincoats during traffic-related emergencies to make sure they can be seen under normal conditions and under low light and pure weather conditions.
It's one of the things that police officers need to be doing other than guarding the crash sites and construction sites.
Right. Flaggers at most work sites will be using paddles with the word stop on one side and slow on the other. That's what that guy did this morning. However, red flags are used in emergency situations as shown below. The basic hand movements for stop and proceed remain the same, whether a flag or paddle is used. Please learn these 3 simple signals displayed below, since they are the most commonly used by construction flaggers. What's this one right here?
Oh, and there's stop flags when a person holds the red flag to either move, stop, or continue, or to slow down.
Okay, this one right here, he's got his flag down and he's got his arm up, so that means proceed. And this one right here is to alert and slow traffic. He had it out, and then he lowered it down to slow traffic.
It means telling them to slow down.
Yes, this is in addition to fluorescent orange to make sure they can be seen by drivers under normal conditions and improve being seen. Do you think you understand about the signs now, Tristan? Do you know more about the signs?
I mean, these signs are the basic. I mean, these signs are like I get most of them because I've seen most of these. It's just that some of the signs that I see when I used to do testings on were just a little bit different.
They was a little bit different than these, Tristan.
Probably. Let's move on to the next page.
Okay. Okay. Now see, I didn't even know what these right here meant. Red. What does that mean?
This is one of these advanced signs that you need to keep in memory about. It's a reflection, borders, and slow moving vehicles, signs, and orange floors, sex centers, but those things are rare, so gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But my other grandfather, Papa, had a slow moving vehicle of his own, a tractor of sorts. Yeah, he kept one outside of his garage.
Does he still have his tractor and everything, Tristan?
He still has one tractor. He's just, the state he's in, he's not going to be able to use to cut grass anymore.
He's not going to be able to cut his grass anymore either.
He's just getting too old right now.
Does he walk with a cane, Tristan?
Still walks with a cane. I mean, he's practically older than you and Paul combined from what I hear from Liver.
I think he's in his 80s already, and we are in our 70s.
Yeah, and that's lucky.
Yeah.
I think the most lucky person we could get at this point is 100, because I don't think I've heard a person that hits to 101 or anything above.
Well, my grandmother, my daddy's mother, I'll show you a picture of her sometime. I've got a lot of pictures of her. She lived to be 99. She was going to be 99 in September. No, she was going to be 100. She was going to be 100 in September. And we was planning to have a big 100th birthday celebration, because that's a big thing to live to be 100. A lot of people don't live to be 100.
Yeah, some elder ones get that lucky.
Yeah, but she passed away in April. So she, May, June, July, August, she like 5 months, and she would have been 100. Wow. But we wanted her to be 100. We wanted her to live to be 100.
So she died at 99 years old?
99 and a half. Yeah, from her heart. From her heart. She had a heart condition.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
She was a good woman.
Yeah, she was a good woman. She was a sweetheart. I've got a lot of pictures. As a matter of fact, I was looking at them last night. I just opened a drawer because I was looking for some papers for Jeff, and I've got this little book. I'll show it to you. Have I ever showed you pictures of my mom and my daddy?
Father told me about your parents, and for some time.
Anyway, I've got these pictures. I've got a little album. I picked it up last night, and it's got a lot of pictures of my grandma and all my uncles, and I'll tell you how long they've been. Anthony and Shane and Dakota was little, like 4 or 5 years old. They pictures of them when they were little. That's how long they've been. My daddy has been dead 23 years. You know the story of that. You were born the day after my daddy was buried. You knew that, didn't you?
Father mentioned that.
Yeah, you was born the next day. So that's how long he's been dead.
Yeah, that's pressing. Sorry. During daylight, the bright fluorescent orange solid triangle, that sign right here, in the center of the NVC, the emblem is highly visible, which means it's easily seen.
Yeah.
At night, the SNV emblem glows brilliantly in the path of approaching headlights.
You may see the emblem on slow-moving vehicles, such as farm tractors. You may see this emblem, and that's what you were saying, that Papa had that. Mm-hmm. Farm tractors, machinery, construction equipment, or horse-drawn vehicles. That's what you were saying, that Papa had that. Mm-hmm. And then these markers warn you of objects not actually in the roadway, but so close to the edge of the road that need marking. That means hazard on the left and hazard to the right. A sign such as the one to the right, shown as State 44 and US 41, will indicate two highways are coming together. Coming together.
Yeah.
The sign to the right, marked as Highway 41, indicates a U.S. highway route that will reach into another state. U.S. route signs consist of black numerals on a black shield surrounded by a black background without a border. The sign in the lower left is a state primary route. Drivers should become thoroughly familiar with route numbers and signs they must follow when beginning a trip from one area to another. I didn't know that. See, I told you I don't know half this stuff myself. I couldn't pass it if I couldn't.
Well, that's why I keep telling you, we're in a new world now. New stuff keeps showing up.
That's the truth. It is. It is. See, I didn't know all of this. I didn't have to know all this when I got mine.
Must have been simple times then.
Have you ever have you ever got to drive when you go get your driver's, when you go to be tested, Tristan?
You mean if I'm going to be tested like actual driving?
Uh-huh.
Probably. It's rarely happened right now.
Okay. Blue and red signs, like the one on the right, indicate that the route is part of the national system of interstate and defense highways. These highways join centers of population and defense establishments. That's like, okay, when you're going back home, what route are you going? Interstate 75, aren't you?
Yeah, probably a different route.
Interstate 75, I believe, is what you go to. You go on the way home.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. They also join with the national, international highways at the Mexican and Canadian borders. They are just of a nationwide network of the most important highways. These are signs to help you while driving on Tennessee interstate highways. The signs are above or to the right of the highway, with the arrows pointing to the lane you should be in if you intend to center or leave the road. Mm-hmm. You see what that means? That means like it's exit 4.
If you wish to go to a city or somewhere, there would be a green sign, just like that, will point you to the exit where you really need to go.
Yeah, that's
or
it.
At least passing through a city just to get to where you really need to go.
Yeah, that's yeah. Exit 4, and at that exit 4, it is Chestnut Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The sign is seen on interstates, and this sign is seen on interstates and expressways. The black background is green with white letters and are numbers visible at some distance. Such signs give information vital to selection of the lane and the proper exits. That's the same thing we were saying up there. It tells the same. Yeah. If an interstate guide sign is marked with the above sign, All traffic in the lanes directly below the arrows must exit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And these right here, and these signs right here, tells you like for a hospital. There's a hospital. If you're driving down the road in another state or something other, and you don't know where a hospital is, you'll see a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one right here is gas. This one right here means restaurants.
Right.
And what does this one right here mean? A picnic area?
It could be a rest area, picnic area.
Okay. And this one right here is a motel.
Could be.
Yeah, see it shows a bed sleeping, that means bed sleeping. And this
Yeah.
one right here is a handicap symbol. See, that's what I always park in, is a handicap.
Yeah.
Because I have a
Mhm.
hard time walking.
You can still walk fine.
Oh, I know I can. Oh, I know.
It's not like you're going to get yourself a wheelchair anymore.
Oh, I know, Tristan. I know, honey. I'm gonna have surgery. Is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to. I seen another doctor yesterday. I just hate to. The green background signs indicate that the message is providing directional information. Directional signs point to bike and hiking trails. I bet you've saw those when you've been out with Mother, hadn't you?
Where those kind of signs are like rare occasions.
Okay. Okay.
Like, but what do I know? I'm just an ex-bicycle rider.
Don't you like to ride the bicycle?
A lifetime ago.
Have you still got your bicycle, Tristan?
I don't have my own bicycle. Mother and I used to always do bicycle riding together on a
Two-seated bicycle. Did you ever like it, Tristan?
I used to.
When you were little?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I grown a little bit more older, every time I get on that thing, it's really, really hard not to be able to get a seat comfortable.
I bet it's hot on there, isn't it, Tristan?
When you've been sitting on a long time on a same seat, when you're paddling at the same time, then yeah.
Do you have to paddle if you're on the second seat like that? Do you have to paddle at the same time? You have to paddle together.
Yeah, on half occasions, maybe like all the time. Here's emergency reference markers.
In order to help motorists better identify their locations on urban interstates, the state has installed interstate reference markers every 1,000 feet along heavily traveled sections. These have been installed in Nashville, Knoxville, Memphis, Jackson, and Chattanooga. The signs display information about the route number, direction of travel, and the log mile in tenths of a mile.
Mm-hmm.
Say 40 west to 101.
Right.
When that's west, and then you're going west, and that'll be Highway Interstate 40 and Interstate 223 and 6.
Right.
Yeah, and the sample at right, this sign indicates the location is westbound. That's what I say, going west.
Yeah.
On Interstate 40, and that'd be Interstate 40 is going towards Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
At mile marker 223, and that's 6/10 of a mile, so the driver would be between mile markers 223 and 234.
Mm-hmm.
But that might help you a lot, Tristan, when that like got that right there. So it would tell you that you're going west on Interstate 40.
If I wish to go left.
Yeah. 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 Traffic signals are used to control vehicle drivers and pedestrians at some intersections and crosswalks. Signals promote better movement of traffic on busy roads by assigning right-of-way. Traffic signals are usually placed at heavily traveled intersections. These lights tell you when or where to stop and go. A green light means you can go. If it is safe, a yellow light means what?
Slow.
Prepare to stop for the red light. The red light always means what?
Stop.
Yeah. Standard traffic lights are red, yellow, and green from top to bottom. Just like that right there. Red means stop behind a crosswalk or a stop line. Yellow is caution, prepare to stop. The light's fixing to change on you.
Yeah.
The red stop signal will be exhibited immediately after the yellow light appears. Adjust speed immediately to come to a smooth stop. You must stop if it is safe to do so. Do not speed up to beat the light. And I do that, Tristan. If you are already in the intersection when the yellow light. And I do that. I need to quit it, don't it?
Yeah.
Do not stop, but continue cautiously through the intersection. Tennessee law only requires a yellow light to be exhibited for a minimum of 3 seconds.
Right.
I didn't know that. Before the red light. Collisions often happen at intersections on yellow lights. Not only is it dangerous to ignore the yellow light, you may hold up on oncoming traffic that receives the green light. Please be aware that some drivers often jump the green and start through an intersection because they have seen the yellow light come on from the crossing direction. If you try to beat the yellow and another driver decides to jump the green, the results could be deadly. So I need to quit doing that, don't I?
Yeah, you probably should, just for safety measures.
Yes. If the intersection is clear, you must yield to pedestrians and vehicles still in the intersection at light change. The green signal gives permission to go, but you must still observe the laws of the right-of-way. Yield to oncoming vehicles if you're turning left.
Yeah.
If you're turning left, you have to yield to them. They have the right-of-way.
Yeah.
They have the right-of-way.
Yep.
Never attempt to jump the gun by starting to the intersection early or by making a quick left turn in front of oncoming traffic. This is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Are you tired? You want to quit for a while? How many pages we get?
Not much.
Well, we got 3 pages. We got 3 pages. What are you counting, honey? Let me see it, baby. Let me see it. Did you have questions on this, Tristan?
Not much questions, just trying to process. Still got a long ways to go.
Well, we'll make it. We'll make it.
Alright, let's stop.
Okay. Okay, right here's where we are.
That's
Yeah, about the...
alright. Let's stop.
Okay. Do you get tired studying?
It It's just a process thing.
What do you mean a process thing, honey?
Too a lot to learn and to remember.
Well, it is a lot to learn. It is, but you can do it.
Yeah. HexagonalSpy, the spy, sign